Well, hello everyone. Glad to see y'all back here again. Well, we're getting ready to start phase 2. Actually, I already started phase 2. I came out here, when was it? Last night or the night before last? And I set up my laser level and I turned it on and let it do its little red line all the way around. And I set my gold line, the line that I called golden, let's put it that way. Everything as far as the rest of this build will be based off of that. So without further ado, I'm going to grab my coffee this time and turn this camera around, and we'll show you what we've done, or at least we'll explain what we're done and what we're getting ready to do. Be right back. I'm sure to most of you this doesn't look like there's much difference. But how many of you have heard the phrase and the saying of the eye don't lie? Well, that usually refers to being able to tell a reasonable, decent level in grade and things in that order. When you stand back, and how you all stand back and you look at a picture and you know if it's hanging crooked or not. Well, by golly, in this case, the lie told me a big fat fib. The eye did, excuse me. Like I said, I came out here and I set this gold line. Now I can show you, let me see if I can zoom in enough where you can see it. It's just a pencil line. Where's it at? There it is. You see that pencil line right? Where is it? I can't get, I'm too zoomed. But anyway, I have that marked on each and every one of them. I had the tripod sitting right there, and that way it could, while it was spinning, it was able to show me all of them. By measuring from the ground up to the gold line in that corner, in comparison to that corner, this ground is like that. We are 1 foot lower here than we are there. And I would have sworn that I was in real good shape. Wrong. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I will start up here with my skirting, and I will bring a level skirt board all the way around. There will be a gap back here. I believe I got to go check up here in that pile of wood. I've got another skirt board. And I got to check and make sure that it's at least 12 foot because it's going to require another board, I believe, put on the back. But otherwise, that's something I plan on starting tomorrow. I've got to go get me a couple saw blades and get ready to get started on this. It is cold. You can tell the leaves are down, but we're getting started on phase 2. So we'll be back in a flash, and hopefully you'll be able to see a few other progresses as we go. Okay, do you all remember me telling you that apparently my eye had did lie to me because the old saying? Okay, here's where we're at. I'm out here removing these batten boards, and I have almost all of the skirting on. But I'm going to show you just how much my eye lied. Look at this back corner. And I'm going to zoom in. It lied that much. Now, what I'm going to do here is I have some more of this skirting board. I'm going to put another piece underneath the back there, underneath there, and one 12-foot piece up to here. That should bring it about the middle between here. And I'm going to put an 8-foot piece over there. And hopefully that'll be enough to help retain the dirt that I'm going to have to carry into this. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to dig up some more dirt somewhere, because I don't think that pile I got is enough. But at least now I have something visual. Now, let me show you one of the things and how I've been doing this by myself here. I have little blocks that I use. You can see one there, you can see one there. They're about to come off. But the main one that I use is this corner block here. When I set this level, that board there, when I set it level, I put that underneath here. That also gives me a starting spot for the board going that way. Well, I won't be able to use that anymore after my other corner up here, because I haven't quite finished it. But I'll be able to take it off here and use it up there. But it's something that helps. I guess you could call it a jig. You know, there's a lot of websites out there that go on and on and on about jigs. Well, that's my jig. It's just a matter of making sure that I put it at a 90 degree and that I got everything level and even, so that when I set this board on it, it gives me a good starting point. Then all I got to do is lift this until I have a good level and put that block underneath it. And what I'm doing here is each board, I'll try to get in here, each board has one screw in it. And then I have some pole barn galvanized ring shank nails that I'm going to come around here this afternoon, and I'm going to beat into each one of these, and there'll probably be at least 2 per joint. There'll be a bunch of them, and those things aren't easy to put in, but by golly, we'll get her done. So I'm going to go ahead and put that other one in here, put the longer one here, or 12-footer here, and an 8-footer over there, and we'll be back and show you what it looks like when that's all done. Of course, I also have all of these posts and everything from the batten boards down, and that'll make it a lot easier for me to get in and about and around. We'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, this is day, it's getting cold, and I have been busy. I haven't had the camera out here for a couple days now. I have the skirting on, and I believe the last time I had the camera out here, I showed you just how unlevel my pad was that I had built. But I now have the skirting on. I've added the extra boards, and I've also added the extra soil up against the outside. At this point, pretty much ready for gravel, I think. I'm going to say 6 to 8 inches of gravel at least on this. I know it's supposed to rain. Believe it or not, it's almost like it's dusk, but yet it's just a little after 3 o'clock today. And you can tell how much, you know, from the past videos, just how much extra I had to put in here. But the pile over there is almost completely gone. I will use it all, I know that. But I had to build it up back here almost an entire foot. Pardon me. And I also have gotten myself a real good cold. And I'm sure you can probably hear it in my voice. Mama likes a deep voice, but I don't like the throat that comes along with it. So anyway, I believe we're ready for gravel. Now all I gotta do is get it ordered. It only takes them a day to get it here. And then we start bringing that in. Once we have that in, then we can start going up. So, phase 2 will continue on with the covering of the floor with gravel as soon as I get it in. That'll be in the next day or two, I hope. We will get back with you then. Oh yeah, one other thing. I took the moor deck off of Old Yeller today, moved it to the side. I thought Old Yeller would be a good way to pack this dirt in. Well, Old Yeller just floats on the top of it compared to the beast. And Old Yeller is now sitting over there with a blade on the front of it, the dozer blade, and that's pretty much how what I used in here to smooth this all out. So you'll be seeing him from time to time from here on out, probably. At least through phase 2. Be back. Well, I kind of let everybody down here. I mentioned on the last clip that I was going to get 7 to 8 ton of gravel. I changed my mind, and I had 20 tons of gravel brought in, and this is pretty much, I mean, it went clear out to here and whatever. That's pretty much all that's left of it. And what I got was what was recommended to me by the gentleman that poured our concrete, and this is 304s, and it's mixed with a number of different things, with powders and sands and stuff, and it should pack real good. But I think you need to see what it looks like with it all in, because I do have, I mean, I'll use some of this left to fill in the gaps, but to the most part it's all in, and I'm getting ready to do some more other things. And there it is, all that gravel. It took me the better part of a day to move it. No, I didn't go all out with it, but give you an idea, it's up to where it belongs, and I'm getting ready now to put the top beams in. And that was another issue, but before I get to that issue, moving all of this gravel destroyed my yard between the pool and the house here. But we have the equipment to give you a good idea of what it looked like, and I back drug it a little bit, but we have the equipment to get that taken care of come spring when it dries out a bit. But I was getting ready to start moving this wood over, and I uncovered it and I started counting what I needed, and there was definitely the numbers weren't jiving. I knew what I needed and they weren't there. For example, let me get over here a little bit. The two on the right, those are supposedly 2 by 10 by 16s, and those two are. But there's supposed to be 2 more of them just like it, and there's not. The 4 in the middle, those are supposed to be 2 by 10 by 8s, and instead those are 2 by 10 by 14s. Okay, I'm down to, I can cut the 14s to 8 feet and waste a lot of wood here, but still, I can do that. But I can't stretch 14s to 16. So I started looking around, and I actually found 2 by 10 by 16 footers in the barn up here. So I'm getting ready to bring them down, and tomorrow or whenever here, we'll get them up in the air. And I will be calling the people that I got the barn from to have some words with them as to why they're doing this and see what they want to do about it. So anyway, I think all I'm going to do now is get the beast out, bring those 2 16 footers down here, and get them stacked and ready to go. And tomorrow we will see what we can do about getting them hung up. Got to get this covered up. That's the 2x4s and 2x6s I need for the rest of the barn. And there's my headers. I still don't know what the bottom 2 by 10 by 12s are for, but they're on the list, so I have to figure what those go out for. I'll probably sit and study those a little later on. Okay, we'll be back probably tomorrow. Excuse me. And we'll see what we can do about getting some of this up. This is Ted Homer. I'd like to thank you all for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends. And don't forget to tell the local dump truck driver, especially the ones that can come in, make the turn, dump the gravel, and get out without tearing your yard. We also want to apologize for taking so long getting this video out, and we'll have to inform you that it'll probably be a while before we get phase 2, part 2 out. The weather has set in, it has gotten cold, and no matter how much warm clothing you put on, the wind that is blowing right now will cut right through you. So we've pulled the plug on the barn construction for a little while. We'll probably run out whenever the weather goes above freezing on given days and see if we can get anything done. But until then, we are going to be bringing you a video of the trip that Mama Ted Homer and I took. Not of the trip, but something that happened on the trip. We took a roundabout way of on Thanksgiving weekend down to Texas, through Louisiana, Alabama, and so forth. We will be bringing that up for everybody to see here very shortly. It'll be a short video, but it was a great video, a great time. So again, we want to thank you for stopping by. And you all have a blessed, blessed, blessed day. Once again, this is Ted Homer. We'll catch you the next time. Bye-bye.